Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this new moon in Pisces, February 27th, 2025, psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You may want to watch the entire video because this new moon in Pisces is not just going to affect your sun sign only. So if you know the elements that correspond to your sun, moon, and rising sign, I recommend you watch those as well. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign and you know the element that goes along with your cusp sign, you may want to check that out too. Because remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign may resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. Also, I just want to say here, you may want to check out my two new videos that I recorded for Vimeo. They are on the eclipses. Those links will be down below in the description box in the Show More section. They'll also be on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. The first video series is for the eclipse effects from the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, March 14th, 2025, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading for each sign of the zodiac. The other eclipse video series you may want to check out is the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, March 29th, 2025, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading. These effects of these eclipses can start in February and last for 6 months, or in some cases can even go out for a year. So if you want to see how these eclipses are going to affect you, you may want to check those readings out. There's a lot of divination tools I'm using, and I spend a lot of time and energy going through these to give you the most accurate predictions I can for your sign. So I hope you'll check them out. And stay tuned to the end of the reading if you're interested in hearing what other video series I have available. I still have gnats in here, so if you see me swatting around, I have little things to catch them in each plant, but they're still coming out. So if you see me like, there's one, there's another one, sometimes they fly by the camera. So sorry for the gnats, I still keep trying to get rid of them. Don't know what made them come out all of a sudden, like a month ago. So all that being said, now on to this psychic crystal reading for the new moon in Pisces, February 27th, 2025. And I'm starting with the element of earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. I hear the words bewitched and befuddled. I know when I use the word bewitched, sometimes people act like, what am I talking about? Well, you could be bewitched by something. Captivated, mesmerized, almost like in a spell about something. But I also hear befuddled. So befuddled is like confused, wobbly, uncertain. This new moon in Pisces could make a marked difference in the physical appearance of the earth signs. Now, it could just be a cosmic thing, but it could be because of things you're doing. Maybe you're dieting, maybe you're getting facials or using new skin treatments or, different makeup or changing your hair. But I get the earth signs will have some kind of physical changes and differences in their appearance in a positive way, like a beautifying way, from this new moon in Pisces. Some of you may feel like you want to stick your feet firmly on the ground. I hear plant your feet firmly on the ground. and be very like solid about something. So you may feel like you don't want to move. You don't want to change your mind. You want to stick with something to the end. It could be a diet, an exercise program. Maybe there's a relationship you don't want to leave, but maybe you should. Or a job that you're like, I'm never leaving this job. I don't ever want to leave this position. Like planting your feet firmly about something that's like an ongoing daily thing for you. It could even involve like a living space. I have to apologize in this reading. I've had a cold and I've been combating it, and it's better, but I'm going to be sounding weird, gravelly, and hopefully my son can edit out the coughing because there already has been. This new moon in Pisces could drive up the desire or the interest for the earth signs to seek some kind of advice or counseling. It could be like therapy, psychological therapy, emotional, mental, like things like that kind of therapy, psychological therapy. But it could be therapy. It could be seeking counseling and advice, like legal advice, financial advice. So this new moon in Pisces is driving that up in the earth signs. Some of you earth signs could win some kind of contest or award over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, but especially the days around the new moon. Some of you could have somebody drop a bombshell of secrets, insight, information, insider information that, like, knowledge is power, as they say. And you may find out something that helps you in a court case, or something like, I don't want anybody to blackmail anybody, but man, it's valuable information to you for some way. You could use this information to your advantage, and I feel like the information is a mind blower, and what you could do with it, you got to decide. That could be a mind blower too. I also feel that this eclipse, I'm sorry, not eclipse. I just did eclipse readings. I also feel that this new moon in Pisces could really stabilize the earth signs' income. So if your income has been like erratic lately or worrisome to you, for some reason I feel that this new moon in Pisces is stabilizing the earth signs' income. So now here are the 3 cautions for the earth signs from this new moon in Pisces. You have to be careful you don't overstep your bounds with someone. Like giving your opinion where it isn't wanted, or like sticking your nose into somebody's business, or stepping over bounds. Like maybe it could even be in you have a friend and you think maybe you want to approach them in an intimate way, or you work with somebody and you want to make some kind of advance on them. These are things you should avoid. Be careful of overstepping your bounds. Be careful of buying trinkets and useless junk. If you go like to all these different yard sales, flea markets, or if you're traveling, like you may be tempted to buy like trinkety little things or junk, or things you think, oh, I can do this with this or this with that. And then later you look at it and you're like, why did I buy this stuff? So be careful of buying trinkets and useless junk for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, and especially the days around the new moon in Pisces. This is a weird one. Some of you may feel like you can wipe the slate clean in a love relationship. possibly a marriage, and start over. But I'm going to warn you right here, I do not feel that it works out. So be very careful if an old love, or you've been with somebody and then you break up and then this new moon makes you guys think, oh, maybe we can try it again. I do not feel like it will work out. So proceed with caution. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Please like this video if you do, because you know what? That helps the algorithms, and then my video will get shared to other people. My channel numbers they really don't grow, hardly at all over the years, little tiny bits. And it's because it's not getting recommended to other people. So please like this video. It does help me a lot. So now on to the element of fire. Water. Sorry. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I have to be careful I don't change the order because it will throw me off. This new moon in Pisces is going to make the water signs feel particularly bold and courageous. And it's going to make some of you really come up with really great ideas and help you to think outside the box. It could also make you decide you want to catch up with old friends or relatives or people you haven't seen or talked to for a long time, especially friends. That comes up the strongest. It's going to be a new moon that's going to really drive up in some of you water signs the desire to try new things, new foods, new hobbies, new crafts, even new studies, new courses of study. Some of you water signs could make a great big decision from the energies of this new moon that changes your life or the course or the direction you're going in some way. Could be a career change, could be a move, I don't know, but some big decision that it will end up having like a big impact for you. I don't know if the impact will happen immediately once you make the decision, but it's coming. This new moon in Pisces could highlight some work that you did that gets some kind of positive recognition, where it could be like somebody interviews you and your work gets highlighted. A magazine comes in and takes pictures and interviews you and your work gets highlighted. That somebody could make a video about your work and put it where, other employees can view what you've done. And so a project or something you've worked on or a creation gets highlighted. And it's in a positive way. This is like a recognition. This new moon in Pisces could actually have some of you water signs start to train for something. It could be a new job. It could be like weight training, physical training, endurance training. It could be or training for a new career. Like training comes up here for some of you. Now, here are the 3 cautions for the water signs. Why does this keep coming up? And it comes up for the different elements and signs here and there. You really have to be careful of your footing that you don't stumble and fall. If you live in an area where there's ice or, rugged conditions or rockiness or slippery, really be careful, because I see it could even be in your own home, honestly, in your kitchen especially, or basement. I see somebody falling And you could really get hurt, so be careful of that. Wow. You water signs really need to be careful. You don't let something slip, like somebody's private information or secret, or, I don't know, but it's like, don't be careful. You don't let something slip. Don't share other people's information, personal life, any secrets you know. You really got to watch it the day of the new moon in Pisces, the days around it, and for the next 2 weeks and even up to 30 days. Because you know that old saying, loose lips sink ships? I think that could happen for the water signs with the energy of this new moon in Pisces. Okay, I get some of you water signs being mad about something that you felt like needed to get taken care of, needed to be paid attention to, didn't get taken care of, and you're mad about it. And you start spouting off like, why didn't that get done? That should have been fixed, blah, 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 whatever you're saying. But what you don't know is that somebody actually is addressing it behind the scenes, or it just hasn't been broadcasted or made known to you yet, and you're going to look like a fool. So do not, give some things time. Like if you've gone to higher ups, bosses, managers, supervisors, people in the government, could even be in your own family, and you've had some kind of complaint or issue, and you're like, it's not something you can take care of, but somebody else needs to do it. Could be at a business, could be in a big company. And you think nobody, they said yes to you, that they were going to deal with it or look into it. And then you look and feel like they're not doing anything. They didn't do anything about it. Behind the scenes, there are things actually happening you don't know about. And later you will see it does get taken care of. So calm down. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. I'd love to see my subscribership go up because my numbers do not move up very fast. I don't know why. I don't think YouTube is recommending my videos to other people. It's, so please subscribe. It would help me out. So thank you for that. I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The key word here for the fire signs is, I hate to say this, agitation. I feel like something about this new moon in Pisces is going to drive up agitated energy in you. You may be agitated with your friends, your coworkers, family members, I don't know, or people like out in the world. If you go to the store or whatever, you could be agitated easily over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. This could be a new moon, that drives up the fire signs to link arms with other people and join in some kind of community group or a club, a group, an organization, a foundation, a group that wants to improve the environment or help children that have been abused, or homeless shelters or veterans, whatever. You may want to link arms and join some kind of group that has a mission. This new moon in Pisces could cause the fire signs to want to broadcast something. Now that could be on the internet. It could be on the radio. It could be on the internet. It could be, it could be a video. It could be audio. But you could want to broadcast things to your friends and family, neighbors, where you're broadcasting something to the people, or at your workplace, But broadcasting, to me, I feel like it could really be over the airwaves, internet and radio and maybe TV. This new moon in Pisces may help some of the fire signs bypass bureaucracy. So if there's anything that you're trying to get done at your kid's school or at a college you attend or within your local government or or a company like an insurance company or the IRS or something like that, there could be some like little gateway, little doorway, little loophole that you can shoot through and bypass a lot of bureaucracy. Or it could even be through help of somebody that can help you bypass the bureaucracy. You may find that you get along with people better that you had anger with before or didn't really jive with before. This new moon in Pisces could help you actually get along better. Maybe even help you mend fences, but maybe you're only going to be getting along for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. I don't know how long it'll last, but you may find people that you normally had been agitated by or been in an argument with or didn't always see eye to eye, you may feel like things improve with them. It's similar to the message I got about getting over bureaucracy. I get some of you fire signs may jump to the head of the line. It's similar to the bureaucracy message, but they've said it again. They just use different words this time. If you have to go up in front of any council, board, court of law, and you need to get something approved, I feel like you get that go ahead, that green light, that approval. Maybe you have to get your boss to approve something. Or you're at school and some kind of training or education and you have to get something approved at your school or through legal channels. I feel like you get that approval from the energies of this new moon in Pisces. Now, here are the 3 cautions and warnings for the fire signs. You have to be careful you don't trip yourself up in any stories you're telling. You have to be careful you're not tripping yourself up in any stories you're telling or in any speeches you're giving, presentations you're giving. Now, tripping yourself up could mean that you're just bumbling with your words, but you could trip yourself up by saying things you don't mean to say. So be careful of that. That could even be on a one-on-one conversation with somebody. You have to be careful, fire signs. This new moon in Pisces could cause you to second guess yourself and backpedal. So if you've already made certain decisions or moves about certain things you wanted to see happen or move forward, don't lose faith and confidence in your previous thoughts and decisions and moves. And backpedaling, it's going to make you look weak and like you don't have confidence or you don't trust yourself. And you're not going to want to come off like that, especially with your kids, with your significant other, or in the workplace. You have to be careful of water, fire signs. If you go boating, wear a life preserver, life vest, have a life preserver. If you go swimming, I would be cautious of water. I get some of the fire signs could have a problem in water. Now, it could be water in your home, like something leaking, a pipe bursting, a washer overflowing, plumbing issues. It could be that. But for some of you, I feel it's in water if you're in water. So be very careful of scuba diving, snorkeling, swimming, boating, jet skiing. Where I live, it's really, you could do some of it, but it's very cold where I am now. But, I live in the Northern Hemisphere on the East Coast of the United States. It's too cold to do that stuff, although some people do still. So if you live in a warmer climate, I would really, really, really be cautious the days around this new moon. If you're a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising sign, be very, very careful of water. If you're drinking, don't go across a bridge, hang over the bridge, do crazy things off of the boat if you're on a boat. Like, you could have some water problem. I don't know how else to say this to get it to you guys, but really, caution, 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 caution about going in the water for the fire signs. But again, like I said, it could be something related to water in your home that creates a problem. Plumbing, toilet, washer, washer, dishwasher, anything related to water. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. And please share this video with others if you feel it's worth sharing. It really would help my channel grow. So now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. This is going to drive up the will and the determination of the air signs, this new moon in Pisces. You may be very highly motivated to try new things and to jump into new situations and new relationships even, and new experiences. This new moon in Pisces could make the air signs feel like they want to build something bigger. If you have a business, you may want to make it bigger. If you have a relationship and it's at a certain level, you may want the relationship to grow and expand. If you have a house, you may want to build an addition. You may want to make something bigger from this, this new moon in Pisces. I'm sorry, I just have done 2 video series on eclipses, so eclipses are on my mind, but I am reading the new moon in Pisces. You could experience or witness victim shaming and blaming. You can see other people doing it. You could be part of it. So that's something that comes up here. It could even be something you're really noticing in the news that stands out to you or grabs your attention. So it may not be happening to you personally, as far as you're the victim and somebody's shaming and blaming you, although it could be that, or somebody else is a victim and you're shaming and blaming them. It could also be that. But you could be witnessing it either at work or out in the world. That's something that the air signs are going to be looking at. Some of you could start a new job or on a new career path the days around the new moon in Pisces, or for the next 2 weeks, or even up to 30 days. You may have to produce some kind of accountability or some kind of documentation, some kind of alibi, something, could even be something in writing to support something you're trying to do or get going. It could have to do with your income taxes, like tax returns. It could have to do with money you've received, money you've earned, or something, some proof of, like what you paid, what did you get, like documentation of any kind. You may have to prove something. This could even be like immigration, or work visa related. I feel that family gatherings could be prominent for the air sign people. You could be, the party or gathering could be for you. It could be for, friends or relatives. But I get like family and family gatherings swirling around the air signs. Now, here are and they're good. They're happy gatherings, not unhappy gatherings. Here are the 3 cautions or warnings for the air signs. This new moon in Pisces could really drive up pickiness and finickiness in the air signs. Like, you may be real picky, like it has to be just so. This has to be very perfect. And it's not only could that be disturbing to other people, but it's not making you feel good. Even though you may think, oh, this is what I want. It's got to be just so. It's got to be perfect. You need to have what my guides are showing me to be more flexible and more relaxed. Don't be so finicky and picky, because it's not going to help. It's not going to work out. It may not make you feel better, or other people, it could make other people disturbed or mad or unhappy. Try not to feel too sorry for yourself. If you're sick, hurt, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is, you gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps, as they used to say in the old days. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try to get past things. Feeling sorry for yourself, again, the things for the earth signs seem like they're going to be, the air signs, sorry. The things for the air signs feel like they're not going to make you feel good emotionally, internally. So even though if you think feeling sorry for yourself is a good way to express things, it actually ends up making you more upset and more depressed. So try to pick yourself up and find something to change your mind, to look in a different direction. That's what you should think about doing. Try not to wallow in self-pity or feeling sorry for yourself over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Wow, some of you air signs could be prone to anger where you, I keep seeing this in my head. Like somebody taking a glass vase and throwing it across the room and smashing it. So you could be prone to acts of violence. So you have to be careful of that. Or anger, excessive anger, where you want to, break stuff, act out, be mad, blast people on the internet with negative trolling comments and things like that, or yelling at your kids or your spouse, or going off at somebody in the parking lot at a food store or bank or, dry cleaners, wherever you're going. So be careful of aggressive and outward expressions of anger, especially the days around this new moon in Pisces. A couple days before February 27th, the day of February 27th, and a day or two after, but even up to 2 weeks and up to 30 days. But especially for that particular prediction, I feel it's the most likely to kick up for you right around this new moon. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record from my Vimeo on-demand videos, those links are down below in the description box in the Show More section. They're also on my website at the luckymermaid.com videos page. So the two most recent video series I've recorded are for the eclipses we have in March. We have a full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo on the 14th of March, and we have a new moon solar eclipse in Aries on March 29th. So if you would like to get either of those video series, which are psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for those eclipses, those links are down below and on my website. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal reading for the month of February, and probably by the time you listen to this, maybe March links will be down below, because I don't know, my son Dan's got a lot of editing to do, lots of editing. So let's hope the March crystal readings are down below too, because they may be. But you know, you may want to check out February if you didn't get it yet, because timing's different for all of you in all of the readings I do. So some of the things I say in the crystal for February may not happen for you in February. They may happen later, so you may want to check those out. Also, my financial psychic tarot readings for 2025 are available on Vimeo. And my big love readings for 2025 for singles and couples for each sign of the zodiac are also available on Vimeo. And my New Year 2025 10-card Celtic Cross psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. If you didn't get your New Year reading yet, you got to see what comes up. There's 10 cards. That's lots of messages and predictions. Also, I did psychic crystal readings again this year. I did them last year. I'm doing again this year for the new year of 2025. If you didn't get those yet, you may want to check them out as well. So there's probably other video links down below, but those are the main ones that are happening right now. I want to thank you so much for all of your purchases of those videos on Vimeo. That does help keep this channel alive and going. If I don't sell those videos, I don't make enough on the ads that YouTube puts on to keep doing these videos. Like, you have to be in the hundreds of thousands and millions views to make a living off of the ads on YouTube. I just want to let you know that that's not how it works. So I appreciate all of your purchases. And when you donate, you also help this channel. And thank you for your donations. There's a link in the description box for that, connected to PayPal. So I hope you all have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you from this new moon in Pisces, February 27th, 2025. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.